have no idea how I'm going to structure this video. I actually have butterflies in my stomach. I feel a little bit sick and I don't even know why. Being vulnerable makes you feel ill sometimes. So yeah. So folks, I have in the past couple of months taken a hiatus from social media. With everything that's been going on lately, I have been suffering from my mental health, which is not a new ailment for me. Most people won't know this at all, and I don't plan on divulging loads of information about myself today. I'm not in that space yet where I can do that, but I do want to put out there, because I think, is today World Mental Health Awareness Day? Anyway, it's Mental Health Awareness Month, the month of October, and what better month or day to have a little chat about how I've been feeling and a couple of little things that's been going on for me. In the last couple of months, it's been difficult for everybody. It's been a really shitty time of our lives, everybody, and I was fine. I was absolutely fine. You know, March, April, May, June, I was totally fine. It wasn't ideal. Working from home, being isolated is not fun. It's not good. It's not good for you. Like, it's not the way we're meant to be. We're not developed, or we're not, you know, made to be isolated, and I found it very tough, but I still was fine and my mental health was totally fine. And then July came, and I don't know what happened in July. I think my company announced that we weren't going to go back to the office until June 2021, and then there was a lockdown in my county, and a few little small things started to kind of chip at me, and the next thing I knew, I was back at a place that I was at years ago with my mental health. I was really, really low. My mood was really low. I was ridiculously anxious, and none of these feelings are new to me, so I knew what to do. That's not to say that it's easy, but yeah, I knew what I needed to do, and I talked to some people and I got a solution. And that was to go to my GP, go back to my GP, because I had spoken to my GP about my mental health before, go back to my GP, speak to him about a couple of things, put a plan in place, speak to my counsellor. I speak to a counsellor on a regular basis, and I think that most people should do that. I think it's a really good way. Talk therapy, there's a lot to be said for it. And I reached out to my friends and my family, and I talked to different people about how I was feeling, and not to be a victim, but more to kind of share with them, this is what's kind of going on in my life. I feel like crap. My mood's really low. I'm really missing work. I'm missing the dynamic of the office. I'm really feeling the effects of being on my own from Monday to Friday. Even though Mike is home in the evening, it's great, but you know, literally spending 8 to 9 hours on your own. Yeah, you have your video calls, it's grand, whatever, but not having that social interaction is so difficult. And there's a lot of things that can kind of go through your head when you're telling people like this. Like, everyone has a story and everyone has something that they're going through, and you don't want to ever appear to be looking for sympathy, but you also, you want to kind of be like, hey, I know everyone is going through a shit time, but I'm also not okay, so I just want to tell people. And that's hard, because it just is. It's hard. It's really hard. So yeah, I went to my doctor, I went to my counsellor, I spoke to my sister in particular. My sister's like my absolute backbone, as is Mike, as are my parents, and I came off social media. I increased my exercise, I improved my diet even more so. I'm still on my program with Shane Walsh Fitness. I stayed on that. I told him, I was like, here, listen, I'm really just not in a good headspace. Things are, my head's not okay. And do you know what was the most common denominator from everyone I spoke to? And it was support and understanding and help, and people just wanted to help, and that was it. Everyone wanted to help. Nobody turned around like I thought that they would have thought. Nobody said, oh my god, what have you to be worried about, what have you to be sad about, you've no kids, you've no you know, mortgage, you've no worries, la la la. Nobody did that, and that's because they are the people that I surround myself with, and I realised that afterwards, that nobody judged me. and that's so important. I've talked about myself for 5 minutes and now I want to pay this forward, and I want to just say that if you are not feeling okay, please speak to somebody. It's very, very difficult to make that first move. Trust me, I know it's so difficult to make that first move and to say, hey, can I grab coffee with you? Can we jump on a call? Can I give you a ring later? Can I call over? I need to talk to you. I'm not okay. That is so tough. And I'm telling you, that is so tough, but that is the hardest thing you'll do, but the best thing that you will do for yourself and for everybody around you is to literally put your hand up and go, hey, I'm not okay, and then allow things to happen around that. So I know I'll look back on this and I'll say, oh, there's so much stuff I should have said that there, and I should have said this here, but my message is just, it's like as much as people over say it and reuse it, it's a hashtag and whatever, but it is okay not to be okay. It's fine. We all have that time of our lives where things are crap. We're in the middle of a global pandemic. I mean, it's completely normal. We are not in normal circumstances. It's completely normal for you not to feel okay, but just let me remind you that you are in control of this situation. The only thing that you have to do, and it's a tough thing to do, is to tell somebody, is to just pick up the phone, send a text, send a WhatsApp, grab somebody and say, I'm not okay, can I chat? I'm feeling this way, that way, the other way. Chat it out with somebody that you trust, somebody that you know is not going to be judgmental, and somebody that you know is maybe has gone through the same thing. I think somebody that has empathy is probably going to be the most helpful person in this situation. Please, like, reach out and talk to somebody. You matter. You matter to people around you, and even if you are in that headspace where you think, oh my god, if I got knocked down by a car in the morning, would anyone miss me? Would anyone care? Yes, 100% they would care. So please, if you're feeling hopelessness, you're feeling depressed, you're feeling anxious, you're feeling any sort of suicidal thoughts, please, you matter to somebody. You are worthy of help, and I want you to get help and to talk to somebody, because it is okay not to be okay. So I'm going to leave it there because I could babble on for ages, but nobody's going to get any benefit from that. This explains in part my little like social media hiatus, but then it doesn't really, because I just wanted time away from social media, because social media is fake. It's completely fake, and we only ever put up our highlights, our best bits on there. So one massive tip that I would give is, if you're feeling like crap, delete Instagram. Top tip, delete Instagram, download Sudoku. Sudoku has changed my life. Download Sudoku. Anytime that you go to click on your Instagram app, that we all do so regularly, like we're on autopilot these days with like, ooh, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, la 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 la. Delete them all, download Sudoku. When you feel you want to go on Instagram, play a game of Sudoku. What will you get from that? You'll get that feeling of gratification that you've won at a game, because you will win, and you've exercised your brain, you've exercised your mind, and you haven't scrolled through other people's lives that aren't even real. So there's a tip. Go and download Sudoku, delete Instagram for a while. You don't have to do it forever. Do it for a day, do it for a week, do it for a month, whatever suits you. But just if you're not feeling well, the place to be is not Instagram or social media in general. So that's it. I'm going to leave it at that. Take care. Please look after yourselves, look after one another, and check in on your friends as well. Remember, the people sometimes with the biggest smile are the people that are hiding the biggest amount of pain. So just keep that in mind as well. That's it. Thank you so much for watching as usual, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.